Orlando Magic, they gave Franz Wagner the largest contract in Orlando Magic history, 5-year extension, $224 million, making $44.8 million a year. Now I'm gonna be honest, Jay. I don't know if you agree with me. I don't know. I was talking to one of my homies yesterday. He really disagreed with me. So let me see. I think Franz Wagner, somewhere in there, he has 1A potential. I really do. I think that he needs the right pieces around him. Okay. I think he needs the right pieces around him. But I think somewhere in there, there is 1A potential. And similar to the Scotty Barnes situation, I don't think this present day Franz Wagner is worth $44.8 million a year. But the player that he will become, I think that he can become worth that. We're talking about a 6'10" point guard, right? Like this guy legitimately, I've seen him. I've watched the Orlando Magic. That was probably one of my favorite league pass teams this last season. I've seen him get a rebound and go coast to coast. I've seen him get a rebound, set up the offense as the point guard. I've also seen Paolo get a rebound, or I've also seen him get a rebound, outlet to a point guard, get to the post, get in the right position, great feet work in the post, and able to go get a bucket. I've seen him score in the three. I've seen him score in the midi. He can legitimately do everything. And I think that it's young and it's an overpay right now. But you have to do it to secure that. And I think, like how you said, the Orlando Magic hit the freaking go button with this. And I just think Franz is that guy. And maybe I'm delusional about it, Jay. You tell me.
You know, I'm gonna defer to you on that one because I keep it a buck and I try to be transparent. I'm not gonna put anything extra on it. I haven't watched Franz enough to have any definitive statements. I mean, the most I watched him was when he's in the playoffs this year. So I didn't get a good feel. It seems like every time I watch them, my eyes gravitate to Jalen Suggs and Paolo, and he's always kind of like, no, I did, and he's a very well-rounded player, and the swing skill on him being a dominating player for me is that tray ball. So I'm going to be a lot more into the Orlando Magic next year.
Okay.
And so but I'm gonna defer. What I will say though is just based off of his profile and like his rookie year and just coming on the scene, there's no way that you're not gonna be able to trade him and get positive value. So there's no real downside to giving him the most money that the CBA will allow you to offer him. And it's not like if you come to the conclusion that you need to trade him, you're still gonna get, I don't know, bag, but I mean you're looking at a Mikal Bridges type of offer if you decide to put him out there. So there's no real downside risk to giving him that money, even though he still has to grow into that contract. So I'll leave that there.
Okay, I like that. And then last thing on Orlando Magic, KCP signs 3-year, $66 million deal, $22 million a year. He's getting his bag before he retires, but not even that. I think this is a great vet presence to add to this young team. He's a proven winner. He's won with the Lakers, won with the Nuggets. He knows what it takes to win, and I think that that's such an underrated value in this league is having someone who's been in a winning organization, and then when they come over to a losing organization, they're like, man, what is this? What are y'all doing? This is not what a winning team does, And I think that that's going to just have a ripple effect. Also, Jalen Suggs, KCP, great defensive backcourt. Don't know if you have anything to add to that, but just wanted to say
No, I agree. I am super bullish on Orlando, and I think that they're when we're talking about Cleveland and Philly and why I am not as bullish on those teams, it's because of Orlando, Boston, and New York. These are more complete teams. I don't love, but I do really like the KCP deal. I do. He's solid. I said they needed 3 things. They need veteran leadership. They needed shooting, a little bit of the movement shooting that KCP can do. And I think that they needed more shot creation, from the perimeter, right? I think that putting too much on Franz and Paolo, that adds a dimension, but you need to get a bucket guy. And the thing is in my offseason video, I said I targeted DeJounte Murray. Other considerations, you could have, paid the house for Donovan Mitchell, which I don't think was it either. The big problem I have is if you bring a guy in for some shot creation or some facilitating and elite playmaking, you're going to stunt the growth of Jalen Suggs and Anthony Black.
And Paolo
And I
too.
do not, yeah. No, Paulo's going to get his.
But hold
Like,
on. Okay, finish. No, finish.
I
I'm
just,
sorry.
Paulo's like, they're invested in him enough, and he's going to be a full-fledged superstar, in my opinion.
Agreed.
So like him getting his usage, like I'm not. He's going to eat first. He gets to the trough first. Like he's, but Jalen Suggs and it was almost like I remember when there was Kevin Love was about to get traded to the Warriors like 10 years ago for Klay Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
But if you trade Klay Thompson for Kevin Love 10 years ago, Draymond Green never happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was a second round pick and he was just a noob on the roster. Like you suppress talent. You bring somebody in, they're going to eat off of Jalen Suggs' plate. And Anthony Black may never happen. Now, Anthony Black may never happen because he might not be it, but he might be. We don't know. That's the point.
Okay.
You're taking reps away. So I'm curious to see. But the thing is if Franz ain't it and Anthony Black ain't it, they're gonna need to trade for it because KCP is cool.
Mm-hmm.
And they can be some dogs on defense with Suggs and KCP, but they need somebody on the Anthony Simons is my guy. I love that.
I like Anthony Simons.
Tired of hearing like there's 5 teams who need him bad right now. Bad.
But a lot more than 5. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But Jake, I don't want to get too deep into this, but like you said that you thought DeJounte would be like a good move for them in your offseason video. Don't you think that DeJounte would just take the ball away from Paolo and like
he might have, but I was hoping Atlanta DeJounte Murray would. I was hoping he would kind of turn into
more of a defender.
San Antonio Spurs DeJounte Murray.
Okay.
And this was before KCP. So now that you have KCP and 20 million his way, but if you hadn't had KCP and you brought in DeJounte, but you kind of like, dude, we still need Suggs and Anthony Black to get their touches, bro. Like, I feel like that would have been a good one. But again, they chose their path.